Steve, Happy New Year. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
I started with the same question with Pat. What have you done for me lately? Meaning, is your mindset, last season was amazing, great, and now it's a new chapter, right?
It's a new season, so, I think that we feel good as a team, but, there's an understanding that it's time to start performing again. We're not resting on what's happened last year at all.
Resting, but maybe building upon? Meaning, you take all those lessons, you take everything that came together, maybe for many as a surprise in the league, and you build on it?
I think that we're building on how we feel together as a group. So it doesn't really matter what outside people are thinking or expecting of us, but we're putting one good day at a time yesterday and another one today, and we're just going to continue doing that, and that feels good. I think we're a confident group right now for sure.
Coach spoke quickly about how you guys are there for each other. Talk to us about that chemistry between you. Maybe some new additions also yet to be proven, but in general terms, please.
Well, like I said, it hasn't been too long. We haven't had too long off, but when we were out there playing, it feels like, it feels good. It feels effortless. We feel connected to each other. We know what's going to happen before it's happening, and that's a good feeling. I think there's still a lot of communication to continue building on that. There's areas we can get better, but I do feel like it's like a real connection between the players for sure.
Thank you.
Steve, talking about confidence, pretty much same team from last year's coming back. You guys make it to semifinal per se, it was a conference final. How good does that feel, knowing that we have the same team, we were pretty close? Is that a better feeling to come back with that, or maybe you're thinking, hey, we need some pieces to get it over?
Sure. It's definitely just different than last year because we were kind of searching for an identity. But I will say, and to your question as well, it's like, look, this year, just because we have confidence, we have a feeling, and we're a more cohesive group, there's going to be a lot of challenges. They're different than last year. Okay, so we're ready to meet those challenges. They could be unforeseeable or whatever they meet, but we're ready to meet those challenges. Because we feel good as a group, because we feel confident, and we're different than last year. It doesn't mean this pursuit in 2024 is going to be any less challenging. We're ready to face that head on. So,
from what Pat is telling us, it seems like this team is going to go out there and fight pretty much the same team as last year. Try to make some signings here and there, maybe up front, but it doesn't look like there'll be any big signings. Having that in mind, and as a player, is chemistry good enough? That was the talk last year that this team got so far because of the chemistry between all of you guys. Is that good enough to win a championship?
I think that we have the players in the group that we're good enough to compete, and that's our aim, to win a championship for sure. So. The GM and the coaches, that's their business. Me and the players, we're focused on competing today. And the way that you win a championship isn't by like proclaiming it. It's about working every day and competing, and that's what we're doing for sure.
You're a veteran. There are two homegrown players. Kieran also practiced with the team last season, but how do you see yourself in the locker room as a veteran helping these guys out?
Yeah, that's one of the parts of the job that I find really rewarding and fun, just to talk with them. And, it was a while ago before I was there, but it feels like a year or two. So I understand what they're going through, and it's a added benefit to making saves, but also helping another human being and something they really care about, which is soccer. And that's something that I really enjoy, for sure.
Steve, how will you as a leader in the locker room, especially for the back line, continue to be a huge voice into this season where you're for sure playing 3 tournaments, a little iffy on the Open Cup, possibly 4. Just speak on that.
Well, I think it's very important to do my job first on the field and be a goalkeeper and focus on making saves and hitting my passes, because as a leader you can get lost in thinking about the big picture, but it's my job to stay focused on myself. If I have time to help others, then that's the next priority. But you have to put your own oxygen mask on first, like they tell you on the plane. But I enjoy that. Again, I enjoy that part of the game. I like competing. That's why one of the reasons why I came to Houston, to change culture, and it feels good for sure.
Steve, do you have an opinion on the debacle with the Open Cup this offseason?
I think that I'm a player who's always enjoyed going and playing the. You playing. So I played for the Michigan Bucks in 2006, and I played against the Columbus Crew. It was the biggest thing in our town, in Michigan, and that was a really amazing experience for me as a young player. And I think there's a lot of the soul of the game that belongs in the Open Cup, and there's a lot of that's important. But that's not my pay grade. I'm a player, and I just have to leave it to the people who are involved. So.
What can you share about this off season? How you lived it. Do you just kind of disconnect? Do you still kind of focus on this season? Do you all keep in touch? What can you tell us?
I mean, I think every off season is different, but this one particularly was like just change my routine, because as a player you're in the same routine for 11 months a year. So change my routine and just stay away from the game. A lot of lifting and fitness, but staying away mentally from the game for sure.
Any particular places visited?
I mean, I have a young daughter now, so it was a little more stationary, but we had some vacations. Overall, it was a really nice time for sure.
Anything else? Good. All right, thanks, Steve.
Yep.
Appreciate it.